In a hidden valley, surrounded by misty mountains and bubbling streams, lay Whiskerwood Kingdom. It wasn't your ordinary kingdom. Here, the citizens were all mice. But these were no ordinary mice. They were clever, inventive, and lived high up in the trees, weaving their homes from twigs, leaves, and moss. In the branches, they lived alongside birds, squirrels, and other woodland creatures, sharing the forest in perfect harmony. But life in Whiskerward wasn't as dreamy as it seemed. The kingdom depended on the surrounding forest to survive. Lately, things had grown tough. Crops were failing, and the kingdom's economy was sinking fast. King Tiberius, the wise ruler of the mice, and his kind-hearted queen, Whiskers, after a lot of discussion with the courtiers, finally decided that the only way to save the kingdom was to cut down trees from the outer edges of the forest and sell the timber. The mice worked together, using their brilliant pulley systems and help from larger creatures like squirrels and beavers to move the logs. At first, it seemed like the right thing to do. But soon, the kingdom's royal advisor, Lord Thornpaw, grew greedy.
We need more land, more timber.
His eyes gleamed with ambition. Slowly, their tree-cutting crept closer to the heart of the forest, where the most magical tree of all stood, the ancient Banyan of Aegis. This tree wasn't just any tree. Its massive branches sheltered birds, insects, and creatures of all kinds. The banyan was special, and destroying it could mean upsetting the balance of the entire kingdom. Princess Milo, the adventurous daughter of King Tiberius and Queen Whiskers, was a whirlwind of energy and curiosity. While other princesses learned court etiquette, Milo scaled trees and played with the wind. Her closest friend was Pipper, a lively little sparrow who fluttered around Milo's head as they dashed through the treetops. Together, they spent countless hours beneath the Banyan of Aegis, listening to the birds and feeling the tree's ancient warmth. To Milo, the banyan was her safe haven, a place filled with life, laughter, and the sounds of nature. One evening, Milo overheard a conversation that shook her to the core.
We must cut down the banyan. Its wood is valuable, and we need the land for farming.
Milo's heart raced.
Cut down the banyan? The very heart of the forest? What's wrong with them?
That night, unable to sleep, Milo tossed and turned in her cozy little nest high in the trees. She couldn't stop thinking about the banyan and all the creatures who depended on it. Early the next morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, Milo raced to the banyan tree. She knelt beside its ancient roots and placed her tiny paws on the bark.
I won't let them take you. There has to be another way.
Suddenly, the air around her shimmered, and a soft wind rustled the leaves above. Milo looked up, startled. Out of the branches appeared a glowing figure, the bird fairy, a guardian of the creatures who lived in the banyan.
Princess Milo, I've watched over this tree for centuries, and I know of your love for it. Your heart is pure, and your love with the creatures is strong and genuine. Because of your kindness, I have come to help.
The bird fairy handed Milo a small, shimmering trombone. It glittered in the sunlight, but its purpose was a mystery. Saying this, she vanished into the air. Confused but hopeful, Milo clutched the trombone tightly.
A trombone. What could it possibly do?
The next morning, workers arrived with carts and tools, ready to cut down the banyan. Milo's heart pounded as she saw the axes gleaming in the sun. King Tiberius stood nearby, looking sad but resigned, while Lord Thornpaw smirked in the background, eager to start. Before the first axe could swing, Milo ran forward.
Stop! Before you all proceed any further, please let me try something.
All right, Milo, but hurry.
Milo took a deep breath, then raised the trombone to her lips. As soon as she began to play, a sweet, haunting melody filled the air. The sound was unlike anything the kingdom had ever heard. It was magical, soft yet powerful, like the whispers of the wind through the leaves. As the music flowed, something incredible happened. The banyan tree began to glow with a golden light. Its branches shook, and out from the tree sprouted countless fruits, each one more vibrant than the next. Golden apples, glowing berries, and shimmering plums. The workers and animals gasped in awe. It wasn't just any tree. It was a tree of endless bounty. Milo kept playing, her heart full of hope, as the fruits continued to grow. When she finally stopped, there was long silence, followed by cheers. The fruits glittered in the sunlight, and even King Tiberius was speechless. Queen Whiskers stepped forward, plucked a glowing apple, and took a bite. Her eyes widened.
These fruits, they're delicious. These can save our kingdom.
Lord Thornpaw, furious, tried to convince the king to cut down trees, but in vain. King Tiberius and all the countrymen now knew that the banyan tree was no ordinary one. It's the guardian of their kingdom, and they a blessing bestowed upon them. From that moment on, the banyan tree remained standing, providing the kingdom with everything it needed. Whiskerward prospered, not by cutting down the forest, but by respecting and nurturing it. Princess Milo, with her trombone, often visited the tree to play its enchanting melody, reminding everyone that true riches come from living in harmony with nature. And so, the great Banyan of Aegis became the symbol of Whiskerward's future, a future of balance, magic, and the power of kindness. Every resident of Whiskerwood now knew that true prosperity comes from protecting the world around, not taking from it. And they lived harmoniously happy ever after.